Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, innovating, and amazing Propagandacast from your host and Pearl Lane, the one and only master propaganda heroes like defender of the fatherland, offer to riveting to the to-own Pachino Farmlands. The north is LadyRytsu and Pax Ajax here with the 7th Armoured Division and the 45th Infantry Division striking towards German lines here, being manned by the Hammer-Göring Fallschirm Panzer Division with Zufe and Angrybird. We got Fallschirm Pioneers, Spikes, Half-Tracks versus Scout or Engineers Jeeps and Australians and the Vickers machine guns. And we got a very early fighting nest here out for Angrybirds. Thumbs up. We off. As always, a big hearty thanks to the wonderful company here. There's my patron supporters. Big thanks to every single one of these lovely chaps. So thank you for their continued general support, and a big hearty thanks to those who keep commenting and liking on my videos, supplementary with the YouTube algorithm. So we are racing off here. South side, Sappers moving in towards the orphanage, securing here the watch position over the fuel point there at least. And we got the Fallschirm Pioneer inside the fighting nest, ready to defend it against any incoming allied assaults. Keep the rushing forwards, slowly but steadily here. We got advanced infinite Pax Ajax, I know, shocking. LadyRytsu obviously with Australian defense, Angrybird, Luftwaffe with Zufe here to pick a battle group. We'll have to see what decision Zufe makes. Though armoured support feels like, to an extent, the most obvious, followed quickly after by Panzerjäger. Italian infantry a somewhat mediumly distant third. Australians out there for LadyRytsu. There we go, Jeep going for the Pioneers, Fallschirm putting down some mines. The Schützendienst got bikes busy in the centre and further south here. German forces also mining here. LadyRytsu very slow advancing towards the fuel and clearly concerned something might pop out of nowhere. Angrybird dropping in even more. Fallschirm Pioneers bringing MD-42 to the front line. Things might be about to heat up here in Pax Ajax sector. Exactly how Pax Ajax likes it. Hot. Another round squad for Pax Ajax. Got the bike rushing into assist. Flank pressure down Pax Ajax on the flank from intention lining up forcing into flank pressure, except no. Angrybird is not attacking into. We got soldiers being rushed by Zufe. Very quick light support company out Zufe into very quick assault grenadiers. Bold strategic move there.
Making provisions for an
I'm guessing LadyRytsu's bold move is going to be go for more Australians. I guess she freezes them. So Panzerbeam is advancing. Sappers flamethrowers ready. He's definitely making things very incompetent for the Panzerbeam. There you go, third Australian section out. Got the officers' quarters there for Angrybirds. And there you go, mechanized assault group. They're ready for Zufe and Das Vaterland. Far up north here, Fallschirm being rushed. We got engineers, route squad, keep moving, and of course, flamethrower team makes this particular maneuver pretty difficult to maintain. Angrybird, of course, realizing the error of his way, immediately retreats, ensuring these Fallschirm Pioneers do not, suffer quite needless. Yeah. Actually, rushing force looks like his scouts got absolutely pulverized.
Headquarters has an
Done
officer
down in
station.
cold blood. Panzerjägers or Zufe. Another empty photo of Angrybirds. No anti-tank. There you go. Mine goes off. Needs to him also. Fallschirm Pioneers start fighting this. They're forming up with some kind of strong contrast. The flamethrower team. That is still not quite as efficient. But there you go. Assault grenades still flank here. Nice quick move with Zufe. Blindsides Pax Ajax. Forcing him to rapidly withdraw here. This Jeep unfortunately does not make it. This German assault grenades from MP40s rip it apart there. But that means he has allowed LadyRytsu to pretty much advance steadily without no real opposition in the south. Great for LadyRytsu, less great for the Germans. Panzer Pioneer at the ready. Grenades almost down there for Pax Ajax. Mechanized company there for Zufe, and
A capture point is being
surprise,
overrun.
he has gone for armoured infantry. Not armoured infantry, what I'm talking about. I saw armoured support.
The enemy has claimed our sector.
So, yeah. It's only a selection of fairly popular battle groups, but obviously Australian defense remains a fairly, good battle group. Perhaps has seen a slight waning again as people go back to like stuff like Canadian shock, but Australian defense I think still is really good, particularly in the right hands. So light tanks they've been prepared for LadyRytsu, Panzer Company for Angrybirds.
Like fear into the infantry.
Support Armoured for Zufe, Stu D's, recovery half-tracks. Maybe. Even just packs Ajax to like actually make a decision in attacking, obviously makes a decision in Rangers. It's got the rifleman, it's got the manpower, it just needs to press the button and get some range out here. We're already in the early game. Best of the Germans. There's another guy multiple packs Ajax.
Victory point is under
There are
enemy
multiple
control.
teams out of Angrybirds and more straight. Honestly, it's a pretty good choice. Angrybirds with the Panzer is not the hugest fan of that one. Personally, I would recommend Pachino, so maybe taking up Starstorm. Personally, at least. They're going for the Strange, putting a gun down, and it's a for the Vickers. Got the Strange all doing their part here. Up north, Fudge Imperial Pioneers advancing. Snipers poking in.
Panzer Grenadier Squad standing by.
Panzer Grenadiers ready here for Angrybirds. American Vic has been engaged on Grey Assault here, of course. There we go. Almost had it, but Fortune smarted upon LadyRytsu for a few seconds until Fortune reveals its less nice side into this machine. Does get a 250 half again. Oh! Double whammy here. Australians and the Vic is cleared out. He is a pretty close LadyRytsu. Definitely not worth taking a half track for. So that was a pretty painful situation for LadyRytsu,
The enemy has taken a victory
representing a
point.
significant loss to her forces. And likely is going to, like, completely undermine her control of the southern half of the map. Just losing so many years. I mean, you do have the Stuarts on the way there, and the Stuarts could do some work against Zufe as long as they stay clear of that Panzerjägers.
We are losing possession of a capture point.
Up north, fighting is ensuing here. Another Stuart there for LadyRytsu. Fighting the Sandia Panzers on the line with the Sturmgewehre. Sturm D halfway done it with Zufe. Fighting the Premier versus the Riflemen. Sturm D almost done.
The enemy have taken our territory.
Sturm D almost done there, thank you, Zufe. Because obviously with Luftwaffe we can't go for Sturm Ds, but we could go for Sturm Ds. Do that. And now we got packs Ajax for both infantry support center and a weapon support center at the same time. Actually, but that leads for packs, though. At least for now, it's not leading into any ranges. Which have there been placements like it? Of course, and 17-pounder gun. Of course, absolutely does for them, but it's definitely on her table at the moment. Australian Sabbath moving any further up north here. British American forces being pressured by the German Panzer forces put machine gun here.
Enemy forces have captured a victory point.
There we go. Eagle training there for LadyRytsu. Infantry reports almost done there for Pax Ajax.
Let the pioneers mark them later.
Angrybird, much more of this battle group. No selection mobilities, Martin's just plan to go straight for the cheap reinforcements. Panzer Company on the way for Angrybirds. Thumbs up there, fast tech. Might see some stars someone push out against the opponent.
Territory is ours. We're not staying here, right?
Not a bad move at all. Strategically BARs and advantages for Pax Ajax, giving us going to cause a nice boost against those goddamn crowds. Double choice just hang back here, LadyRytsu. I think we definitely want to make something happen soon.
Enemy forces have
Otherwise,
claimed
they're
our
just
territory.
collecting dust. pressure strains of LadyRytsu. She wants 3 of them. No excuses.
Move out! They found us! Return fire!
Duke demoing in here. Killing out Michelin Gewehr. Thumbs up. Very good, and also remains very much within the democratic embrace of Pax Ajax. Salvage on the way there for Zufe. Always a good cast ability to have, so I think one of the reasons they tend to pick so much. Besides the other just passive abilities that don't require much, you know, thought, like, you know, just being able to like salvage vehicles for like extra resources is just pretty good. One 143. Birds on the move. You see the Pennsylvania is ultimately overcome here by the Armoured Fist of Britannia, even if it was a bit of a smaller Armoured Fist. One that might be attached to the light's hand. Anyways, the Strange are withdrawing. Half tracks and then 6 away there for the Allies. German force. We're not taking too much. We got a pack 40 out here for Angrybirds. Hans Army Commando for Zufe as well. What will packs go for next? F Company will go for the Ranger abilities and actually go for Rangers. Have to see. Keep withdrawing a bit here further south again. Here's Rifleman catching with his soldiers on the southern line here. 250 half track on duty. Up there getting blasted.
5 command points available.
Please fall back, and there we go. Infantry training for LadyRytsu, boosting the infantry finally. Basically, making it as soon as student machine for the student healies, I'm taking it out here. Brass got pinned down machine in trouble though here. Good cleared out, which definitely would be helpful there for LadyRytsu to claim lost property of the British Empire. Got it. Meanwhile, Sturmpanzer on the Angrybirds.
Our enemies.
Panzerjäger are Zufe.
Fuck! Enemy infantry!
Frenchman gets selected.
Bastards want our heads!
The adversary is trying to take one of our points.
Being intermediate all the way down there with the field point, grabbing it, also covering it at the same time. Talk about multitasking.
They found us! Return fire!
Hands please on the way there for Zufe.
Victory
Thumbs
point
up.
lost.
Some of the guys feel like a slightly slower paces and either side really being like more aggressive news. Side slow probing, poking away, maybe hoping to chip away at opponents. In some regards, the safer strategy would also one that might for some players use lack a bit of spice. And we almost done there for Zufe. Down. Shooting shot got 2 punting chunk plug up the situation is Stu's charging in the Empire straight in section up the Stu D down, great hit here for pushes to lighting. Oh, pop the smoke, but too late. The Stu is just a massive grand ball of fire. But the Stu D did go down, and as a trade-off, that's not terrible there for LadyRytsu. Not ideal either, but something. Non-Panzer route roaming in there. We got 5 PH from back there. Seemingly without upgrades whatsoever so far. LadyRytsu, they're not to be deterred. Tacks up. She advances. For Britannia. Great love of British baked goods. Because holding up here up north, if we've got some strength there, magically appearing right in front of the German infantry, apparently. Look It's these Americans, they're just pathetic weak riflemen. Not so fast, Jerry. My God, Rangers. Wait, how does that
Territory
work?
sector lost.
How does that work? Anyone know? Bunch of the Australians there.
Bastards have secured our territory from us.
I'm there with the drawing. Font 87 is 64. A quick draw here towards the center of both German players. Cache is out on the way here for Angrybirds. Noting this is a munitions cache, like to front of munitions for abilities like the Faithful Run. I'm more likely to loiter once it gets to it, but I'm at this point. Oh, we actually did go for the first. I'd say it's a cheaper force for the first part. Angrybirds here. Clearly looking to put the Luftwaffe
into enemy hands.
A lot of those tribes are out the bath with the Luftwaffe. Grounds on the way there for LadyRytsu, 6 pounder guns on the way there for LadyRytsu. Including him and Goering. So,
We have lost control of
on
the
the northern
victory
field
point.
point. Tendencies for the sappers, 6 pounder gun dug in with the Stuart there in tow. Further south, another wave of strengthening for LadyRytsu, even as Zufe here is laying down an immense wall of barbed wire, which unfortunately is very easily bypassed to an extent.
An MG-42 team is ready.
There we go. Light unleashed in the centre here. Angrybirds with the Luftwaffe strike here. 487, 47, 96 pounder here for LadyRytsu, Britannia. Gamma, oh, not Gamma, but the Laden there, sweeping the entire 6 pounder crew there, leaving nothing but devastation. In the wake, rapidly sneaking in their penalty, return the favour though. Second country engaging in alone entertaining half-track. Zufe has taken in some losses here. He still has a decent force there. Certainly trying to compare here to Angrybird if they are. But he has yet to go for, like, say, Stars to Propaganda 4. .487-41.
Where the hell did they come
There you go. Ludwig knocked out there by a sharpshooter. Terminally knocked out.
Ability unlocked.
Right, there we go. Flak 38. Placement selected there, so just either the Flak 36, aka the Flak 88, or
Victory point lost.
We'll have to see. Angrybird here committing to another Sturmpanther 4, not to be deterred here by the situation on the battlefield as LadyRytsu is going for the first M3 grant. And multiple guns in one go.
Bomber is fueled and ready for target. We have lost control of a victory point.
Captain Trouble with Penalty selling Conrad for him, troubles with the grenades in the MD team here, looking at the Sturmpanthers nearby, punching unit here. Definitely spelling a lot of problems there for Pax Ajax. Rather unfortunate. Ralph Squad is very much sent into that situation going up completely on their own. 487 14. Allies may want to start picking up the pace a bit more soon here. Zug upgrade there for the Paxman. Machine gun very quick before start of the premises. The premises were about to collapse on them. Dive bomb there at Zufe.
I want it down here.
Confirm. Enemy have 300 points left. Victory point is under enemy control.
Get back into fight.
A lot of players running out of victory points at a very slow but steady pace for now, down to less than 300 with opponents 187. Bit of a gap there, not quite yet catastrophic. Certainly at the point where you might, at least want to raise one eyebrow and go, maybe I should deal with this soon. And there you go, Zufe into the flag 36 after all. Like 88. Thumbs up. There we go, Pax Ajax in, more bazooka teams on the way.
The enemy has claimed our territory for their own.
Never-ending stream of bazooka men. Now, of course, will Angrybird's also go for his flag 36? Or is he just going to go for cheap? Not be able to blame for cheap. Hospitals is just a ludicrously
Territory lost.
ability. With not much like significant. Might be serious of it. Not as was there slugging ready for Zufe. Reason I thought he would build it, cancel it. Paying attention. And shoots some of the Angrybirds. Thumbs up. And as a feeling we're going to fast
Enemy
here.
forces have captured the
Can't
victory
jump
point.
punch all about to clash here. Farmlands just seems to some places really seem to end these nowadays. It's definitely a bit of a sort of weird bad habit I feel like it's been cropping up at times.
They still have 250 points left.
There you go,
We
flag
must
36 ready.
persevere. Enemy forces have claimed our territory.
187 to 227. And not being able to like distance and start firing was actually like a feature of the flag 36. And obviously the ideal would be then, they actually like to set it up if further grounding the guns accurately, but in a pinch, you could like just set it up like on the bogies and start firing. It's actually a feature shared with several other German anti-aircraft guns in different wars. It's kind of a bit interesting there. France lumbering ahead here. Pax Ajax holding resources. Quite being much more. We could go for some tanks if we had the tank depot, which of course crucially he does not. Double stone punch there for Angrybirds.
Flag 36 emplacements are available for construction.
Actually went flag 36. Actually is building it, so you're going to have technically it's a flag 37, which is a slightly upgraded version of flag 36.
The enemy has taken a victory
This one was
point.
actually set up rather than so, by the way, more flag 80 actually at the Germans. Thumbs up. I feel like it's been a bit of a hot minute since we last saw both the flag 37 and flag 36 on the back. Thumbs up to that. Double flag for goodness. 487 to 25. Got that gun there cleared out. Does he not beat this old Russian in here? Can't get the flag rate to both these correctly. He's entertaining it, looks like other matches are occurring here. Angrybird's mind. Because in the southeast, very much in a bit of a grim deal there with LadyRytsu. And there you go, half-track trying to make off, and then instead suffers engine failure. Continue very nasty and and down it goes. Panzer days, unfortunately here for the Germans are capitulated to turn the tide. Still say no starts coming out of Angrybirds and Pachino goes, oh, the pound before. 168 to 25, there you go, Mango, so Bobby taking a loss. Bobby there from the stance goes down. That's a Panzer Pioneer still known for Zufe.
Commandant, territory sector lost.
Briefly, the Ken credits there, we got multiple machine gun teams here of Angrybirds. Multiple machine gun teams. Setting up with the Flak 26 there. Flak 37 remains ensconced. Additional fun fact about the Flag 36, of course, this one's very much iconic, well known. It actually had like an updated version
Fucking move! Artillery!
Very much different setup. They actually overall made it a lot better, I think, both against air targets and ground targets, but it's much more complex to make, so they barely saw a service outside of like Germany, so it also had a much more distinctive gun shield in the other direction.
An MG-42 team is
Fun
ready.
fact, there you go. Flankford could go down bolts, you get spotted with the anti-tanker, which does, I think, highlight
Orders completed.
one of the issues with the classic Flankford 6, the Flankford 7 is a big easy target, and if the opponent like doesn't rush in into any tanks into it, it's not really doing much either, so there's like nowhere significantly harming infantry or much else. So while it is absolutely cool, it does, I think, struggle to like, make much of like significant impact on opponents if they decide to
Victory point is
not
under enemy
tanks
control.
in the right direction. Another rocket strike unleashing a of DAK ground, drawn under heavy scathing fire from the Stukas of us. Rangers in deep trouble. Much I should try and do with them, get a wipe against, but it's also risking his range, which I think would be pretty bad in attacks Ajax.
Territory lost.
Out of attacks Ajax. Rushing in with that penalty score by the Flag 56, like some heavy fire down here on LadyRytsu's the tank. Axis now just letting it ready here. Mortar narrowly escapes here. Bit of a lull in the fighting here. Another ground on the way there for LadyRytsu. Another M3 medium tank. An excellent pick there. Thumbs up to LadyRytsu. Angrybird's actually going for another Flak 36. A mild surprise twist. I mean, seeing a Valkyrie actually built one of these is already like a pretty big surprise, so it's pretty tough to fill up on that, I'd argue. Out to the meeting countering German system, there you go, dive bomb unleashed on it. Causing the house, of course, to get abandoned, crucially not destroyed. It's the ultimate. He needs to be very quick, he's left. Artillery before they get a chance. Good move there though, but the Axis forces thumbs up.
Our frontline pioneers are dead.
Pioneers bit the bullet. Angrybird still has 2 fighting Pioneer squads left, so
Stealing our territory
not
from us.
as devastating loss in that sense. The forces diving in behind the south, we've got Vision here for LadyRytsu. The Aussies, Panther Fusilier withdrawing here, looking to skedaddle out of there. Zufe swooping in, Flak Fish positioning, further withdrawal here. Allied push is getting pretty uncomfortable there for the Germans. Airship almost built. We do get a Lloyd here, caught attempting to stall the Allied advance here, unleashing the might of the Luftwaffe. Not a bad move there, Angrybird, thumbs up, willing to risk it, just to make to stay in the match. And Panther Force there for Angrybirds. Thumbs up. Didn't get a lot to get, didn't it? 381 was 207.
Panzer field ready.
Gap still remains favored here for the Axis. It's a nice pronounced every month. Okay, and a bit more firepower there out for the Axis forces. And Central Jump having the machine advances well further north, stripping onto the heading into Pax's advanced force here. Plenty defended, no real attempt by Angrybird for some reason now to get it back, but that before might change it. Thumbs up to that, I suppose. 69 to 27. Donaldson of Starstorm of Fudge makes out of Angrybirds. Mildly disappointed. Mildly. northern field can be out of Allied hands.
Territory captured.
And then we got a few Germans down here as well. Farther south, the triple ground is minor fire with flag 46 position. Much of the matches the speed of Angrybirds, it doesn't really seem to hit much of anything.
The enemy forces.
Rather undercutting its values in the
Victory
face of
point
it.
lost.
Shot in, up. Empty. Then dropping up D6 numbers, points. Check for that 6-pounder. We got Stooksy out of Zufe. Up, baby. Germany and the skirmishes. And there you go. 6-pounder crew there on its own, putting up an undeniably brave, but not undeniably English fight against 2 strong panzer IV. Burning some armor longer than most people have bet money on. 369 on 96. Allies definitely seeing some pronounced issues here as the match is on against their opponents. There you go, Sturmpanzer being covered.
Our bomber is out of contact.
Bombs out one of the grounds here, and down it goes. Stinging slap across the face of LadyRytsu. 84 rockets unleashing hell here once we're trying to decimate Allied lines. Having some limited success with that, if any. The road flag for the 60s is kind of watching things collect dust all around them. At least the basement is further. Take over the targets to Australians. In theory, the Russians were elected in damage. He just did. Meanwhile, Bishop's on way for LadyRytsu, but LaTeX after their absolute just vanishes into a large plume of dirt, debris. And washed up lots of Angrybirds.
We have lost an emplacement.
Zufe to maybe have to carry a bit more weight there. Meanwhile, Bishop's almost on there for LadyRytsu. Out as well. Ajax.
We have lost a Panzer IV.
And fall down in stinging blow across the face here of Mr. Angrybirds. This goes for more Schirmpanzers is not placing these pounds for losses anytime soon. Ever. There you go, another Sturmpanzer ready. We got 614, the clock is ticking. Time is running out. Slowly but steadily. Very large increment on track. Almost got the counter here with the selection of bazooka rockets and such novelties. Basement gone. Angrybirds. Magnum. Get the troops busy firing at it. Almost ruining the Ajax artillery party. Ajax, they're allowing us Ajax to survive that encounter for now.
Sector now under enemy control.
Again, 69 on 4. Clock is ticking. Clock.
The enemy breaks before us. They have only 100 points remaining.
There's enough points left for the Axis. They need something drastic as soon as the Allies will be able to take the win here. Southeast to each barrel shot, people to get some good hit. There we go. Harris is silenced. Is full packs. Ajax is in great position. Showing some issues. Also, with 90 seconds for the second English squad by now. Got Rats on the retreat. Lloyd's police, of course, here, causing some havoc from above. 85 points left for the Allies. Something needs to change. Somewhat drastically soon. It's this flag foot you can go to the front line here. There's some commitment there out of Zufe. Stone punch withdrawing for now here. And another flag foot being built. Definitely been a while since seen like, you know, any number of flag foot built, let alone this many. Is definitely non-meta. By side of Zufe. 69 versus 69. Contested in theory, violent force, but the Stone Punch is very much quashing any contest here. 62. We're going to a small boom. 60. Clock is ticking. Just doing what they can here. Command taking support. Just doing what barrels here. Very close range. Pretty risky if anything here. For Zufe, like 1, 2, 4, big. See his Stukas was destroyed. Yeah. There's a artillery strike here. Does a bit of damage to the units. Another flag for 6 down. Fighting line trouble got more M3 grants on the way for LadyRytsu. Warriors, British Empire. Sub-shots there. In a white note. Losses continue to pile up. He ceases and remorselessly. Tragically knocked down.
Have captured a victory point.
Ordered to Angrybird. Anyway, Slackfish before to make up the Sturm. Now the grant on the way there for LadyRytsu. 69 versus 42. 41, 40. 39. And Sturm had to get blasted here with the 2 grants. 58, 37. 6, 5, not looking great for the Allies. 2, 30, Obviously going to be against Allied forces. More sappers for LadyRytsu.
The enemy have only 25 points left.
11 there, I suppose. 12, 12 or 20. 15. Cap active. 14. 11. 8.
An MG-42 has been decrued. Do not let it fall into enemy.
The enemy has fallen.
Little win them then.
Fight another day.
Nasty fighting on both sides. Or do you feel like forces lacked something in their terms for the force composition in their tactics? There you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. You'll learn something from it. This is Cheers. See you all tomorrow for another exciting episode. Bye everyone.